What's going on, guys and gals? This is Auto Tech, and today we're gonna do something fun and funny and cheap. So I had a little bit of an oops on the bike. Sadly, there wasn't a great story to tell. I was at the car wash, and I always throw it up on the center stand, no big deal. Except this time, I must have stepped in some soap with my left foot, because I went to step up on the center stand, and I always grab it here and here so that I've got a good hold on it, and then I push down and pull back, you know, and then I've got my right foot firmly planted on the ground, except I just started to pop it up. My left foot slipped off, my right foot slipped on the grate, I fell on the bike. Yep, I asked the car wash guy if he could give me the footage for it, and he said no. So that's the way it is. It's no. But yeah, it sucks. But you know what? I got these crash bars on here, so it's great, right? You know, nothing to worry about, except the signal light sticks out. And that's a bit of a problem. I always thought that it would just snap the signal light off. Turns out no, it won't. So what ended up happening is it landed flat on the signal light, and it didn't break the signal light. It actually just pushed the fairing in a little bit and gave it this nice big crack. Now, I don't know how much this is. I haven't really priced it out yet, but the problem with cracked plastic is it spreads. So if you don't get on it right away or do something about it, it's just gonna keep going, and eventually this whole piece will end up coming off. So I thought back, way back in the day, I had this lowered S10. It was a really nice S10. Not like scraping the ground, but like for a performance purpose. So I had it like lowered 3 inches in the front, and it always just seemed to kiss this one edge of the bumper if I was coming into something too steep, and I'd get a stupid hairline crack like this. And I thought, you know, what would the JDM guys do? Like, you know, drift life, bro. So in the meantime, temporary fix for this is, it's called drift stitching. This will work on just about any sort of plastic panel, as long as you got good access to it and you can take it off. Definitely take it off, because, you know, you don't want to be drilling holes, you know, with your radiator right there, your fuel tank right there. So just pop your panel off, and all you really need is a big old box of zip ties, any color you want. You know, you can go with like bright orange if you want to draw attention to it. I didn't have any black ones. I thought I did, but I don't. And then what you do is you come on over here, get yourself a nice working area. Now, if you drill through this way, you won't chip up more of the plastic like I did on this one. That's just the way it works. I've already done quite a few of them, and then I thought, hey, I'm going to show you guys a cheap way to repair a body panel. So what you want to do is you want to try and actually like line it up as best as you could. When I originally started, this was like all pushed in, so I had to come around to like this side and like just kind of get it popped back into a suitable place. And then you are going to get yourself a drill bit just big enough to pass the zip ties through. And if you see what I'm doing here, it's kind of dangerous, so use a little bit of common sense and don't drill into your leg. Like go between your legs or something. And if you see the crack there, you want to be close to it, but not close enough to it that you're going to hit yourself, or sorry, make the crack worse. And then just drill through, and one more on the other side. And then one more up about here. You want to drill 4 holes at a time. I like to just kind of do it 2 zip ties at a time so that I can kind of stitch it back together. Okay, so we've got the 4 holes. That's looking good. Now, I like to, oh, I forgot to grab zip ties. So you need 2 more zip ties. Any brand will do, any color will do. And then, I don't have any rhyme or reason behind this, but I just kind of like to go this one. So feed that through, flip her over to this side, Get that pulled through real nice like. And then just as you're cinching that down, I like to kind of keep it off to the side and then pull it tight, but don't like break the panel. That's why you want to give yourself a little bit of meat, is so that when you pull it, you're not just snapping that off. So this is all preference, and obviously there's no professional way to do this. This is more of a joke than anything, but it does work actually. It keeps the crack from spreading, which is what you want. And you know, you can do these on the outside if you want to draw more attention to it. You know, sometimes it's funny. I kind of thought about getting like a Band-Aid sticker or something that says like ouch and put it there, you know. But yeah, so just pull them both tight and then make sure you trim them nice and close. Now the thing about these things being on the back side is just keep in mind where your wiring would go. Like for example, if I had to go to here where the wire has to clip in, I would probably put them on the other side just so that these don't chafe through the wiring. That's just my personal preference, but yeah, so basically just keep repeating this process. Now when I get up to here at the very edge, I'm undecided yet if I'm gonna just take this green plastic off so that I can get one more up here, or if I might just see if I can kind of loop one through, just one right at the top, right across, just to keep it from like actually breaking off or something. But yeah, just keep working your way up, and let's check back in once we are done. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen, one drift stitched panel. I think from a distance, like you can't even tell it's there. Like, nah. I'm just kidding. That's super noticeable. But at least this crack isn't going to keep spreading and eventually have a signal light flapping me in the leg or whatever. And I guarantee you this fix is cheaper than the entire panel. Even if the panel's like 65 bucks, which it never is. You know, we will eventually cross that bridge, but for now, it's all fixed up. I can keep riding. Don't have to worry about the panel busting off. I would like to get some flush mount signals at some point. There's a guy here in town that makes some, and I had ran them on my FZ09, and I'm gonna see if maybe he has something that'll fix or fit. Because if it didn't stick out past the bars would have been the first thing that hit, and this never would have happened. So just remember, this video is just kind of all in fun, and by no way is this a acceptable repair. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? You know, or as some would say, what's a guy to do? If you enjoyed this, make sure you go on and hit that subscribe button, and thank you for taking the time and watching.